Welcome to the Business and Bubbly podcast. This is the place for women in business who are on the journey of building their big ideas and want to have fun along the way. It's for those of us who also know we aren't meant to do business or life alone. Hi, I'm Charity Majors, your host and the founder of Business and Bubbly. Think of this kind of like the can I pick your brain chats that you've always wanted to have with those who are doing epic things, plus business besties, hype girls, and getting into massive action towards your next big idea all in the same place. Oh, and bubbles, because if you're not having fun along the way, you're not doing it right. Together, we'll unlock what it means to be seen, known, heard, and championed all along the ups and downs of entrepreneurship and being a woman in business building big dreams. Each week, I'll bring you a quick sip business tip, as well as interviews from top experts that make you feel like you're getting bottle service for your business. We're having the raw and real conversations and chatting about all the things, the messy middle, the pivots, scaling, the good days and the bad days, because here we do real. It's where we can work hard, play hard, cry it out, and dance it out all at the same time without being judged. This is a place where we are in the arena together and we are each other's biggest fans because most of us have enough comments from the cheap seats. It's where our too much is par for the course and where the gaps of our not enough are filled in by the other epic women that are around us. It's where we can be unapologetic about the mission we are on, about the big dreams on our heart, and the business we are building without having to be perfect or have it all together, or even pretend to. It's a supportive community where business is being done amongst like-minded women, because when money gets in the hands of good women, great things happen. It's a place where you have the support around you to get out of your comfort zone and go after your big ideas, because even when you fail forward or when you reach the top, you know it won't be alone. Also, if you know anything about me, you'll know that I'm obsessed with creating platforms that lift up other women to be seen and heard and known. So with that in mind, I'd like to invite you to list your business on our directory called Find Women in Business. All you've got to do is text the word directory to 833-231-8098, and I'll text you the link back to get your free listing. This is also a great way to connect with other women in business from around the world, so definitely check it out. And now let's get to the good stuff. Grab a glass of your favorite beverage, Prosecco, bubbly water, or whatever your flavor is, and let's dive in. Are you with me? Here we go. Hey, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Charity Majors, and today is another quick sip episode. These are kind of your quickie, get in, get what you need, get on with your life, get on with your day type of episodes. And today we are going to chat a little bit about when you don't feel motivated. Now, I know this kind of sounds like a funny topic. It's like, especially as we're like rounding out the year, heading into a new year, like, right, we're rounding out the holidays and all the stuff that comes along with that, with parties and extra food and all the things, all the commitments. And then we're heading into a new year where we're like, okay, I'm going to get laser focused and I'm going to do this thing for my business and I'm going to set these different goals. And right, so I'm going to teach you how to harness this feeling of like this motivation, like this, okay, like I can conquer the world. I've got my plan. I am going to get this thing done long after the feeling goes away. And this is one of the secrets that a lot of successful people utilize, is that their feelings are not their boss. Like, they are good indicators. They are like good at communicating something to like with where you're at, or maybe a trigger that's going on or something that you need to work on. But they're really good at being passengers, but they're not good at being drivers. Okay. And this is something that especially like whether it's maybe you're newer in business or you're still kind of working on the growth aspect of what it looks like to be an entrepreneur and all the ups and downs, and maybe you're just like having a down day and you're just like, I do not feel like doing this thing that is going to get me towards my goal. And so with this hack on motivation, I'm going to give you a few little tips on how to be able to remind yourself that your feelings are not your boss and you are the boss of your feelings. And so long after the motivation is gone, long after the feeling of, okay, I got my plan, I've got my purpose, I'm going to do the thing, I'm going to hit the goal, and then all of a sudden you hit a day, right? Maybe your kid pooped all over you, maybe you didn't get the sale, maybe the event fell apart, maybe you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed and you're PMSing, and right, like all of these things are real, they're there. But how do we recognize them first of all and not stay there, right? Because the point is that it's life, like things are going to happen, things are going to fall apart, we're going to have hard days, we're going to have hard seasons, but the idea is that we don't want to stay there, right? Like we can acknowledge, we can recognize, we can feel, we can be there for a minute, but we don't want to stay there. So how do we get ourselves out of those times when we are feeling it, when we're in it? And one of my favorite ways is actually like our physiology, our body is actually, it's really connected to our brain and the chemicals that in our feelings and the chemicals that get sent out to our body. And so maybe you're like having that negative Nancy, like we got just some limiting thoughts that are coming in, like we're feeling whatever. One of the quickest ways that you can get out of that is to actually change environments and to move your body. So simply going to take a walk is super helpful and effective at just moving energy, moving funk, moving stuckness out of your body. Another way that I love to do this is to actually change the narrative of what I'm listening to. So this might mean I'm plugging into podcasts like this, to other helpful motivational podcasts, to audiobooks. Maybe I'm looking on YouTube at something like that is going to get me to listen to change the narrative that's going on in my head. So I'm hearing something different. And this is where self-awareness is really, really great, because you know, like those podcasts, you know, those people, you know, those inspirational people who, whatever you listen to, like you instantly take on their energy and you're like, I'm gonna do this thing, like this is the best thing ever, like you feel like you can conquer the world. And it's because what they have said like resonates with your whole body, and your whole body is like a whole body yes. And you can just feel like you can conquer the world after listening to them share something, right? And so, right, this might be like Tony Robbins, this might be Joe Dispenza, this might be Marie Forleo, Jenna Kutcher, maybe it's this podcast, maybe it's Lori Harder, maybe like all of these really great leaders and thought leaders and movers and shakers that are doing stuff in the world. And you know that when you listen to them, like you instantly, like this state that you were in, the funk that you were in, the way that you played, the place you felt stuck, you're like, I'm getting out of it, like I can totally do it, right? It's like they have injected through the airways whatever they have into you. So start to recognize those people or those resources. Maybe it's a podcast, again, it doesn't have to cost you money. Like sure, go to an event, like sure, pay for their coaching thing, but it doesn't always have to cost you money. Like get your quick jolt of inspiration, which is why I do these little episodes, and get your quick jolt of inspiration that you need just to get you out of wherever it is that you're at so that you can take action and move forward, right? And so the awareness is recognizing who does that for you, or what resources do that for you. So again, maybe it's a podcast, maybe it's a book, maybe it's an audiobook, maybe it's a YouTube channel, maybe it's a friend, maybe it is a mentor, maybe it's a coach, maybe it's a group that you're in, a mastermind that you're in. My encouragement for you is to not necessarily use social media for this, right? Because what we found is that social media is kind of this quick fix hit of dopamine, but it doesn't last. And the actual effects of this dopamine, of this quick hit from social media dopamine, is that you're actually going to feel worse when you get off.
and you tend to waste a lot more time. And you tend to actually, most people feel worse about themselves if they're not super intentional about their social media, because then they can fall into comparison and they can fall into everyone's on vacation and I'm not, and I'm sitting in my sweatpants and I've got poop all over me because my baby just pooped all over me, and right? Or I'm not where I used to want to be in my business, or right? Like now all of a sudden we get into comparison, we start to not feel very good about ourselves. So my encouragement for you is to not go on social media, but to find those other resources where you can get that jolt of something, feeling something different. So quick tips, again, move your body, feel something different, move that feeling out of your system, change your environment. So maybe if you've been working at your kitchen table for a while and you just need like a change of scenery, like that's actually one of the quickest ways to get motivation. Like go to a coffee shop, go to a co-working space. Like that's one of my favorite things to do is actually like when I get out of my house and go into the co-working space that I'm a part of, I get so much done. And it's like I'm in this mindset, I'm in this different environment where I'm getting stuff done. Like I am there for a reason, I am on mission, and I'm like so effective when I get my stuff done when I'm there. So that's another encouragement for you, is to like get out of the spaces that either you've lost the motivation in, or get in the spaces that are going to remind you, oh yeah, I'm here to get stuff done. So again, you can take a walk, move your body, because then as you feel something different, as your blood starts pumping, as your body starts to kick off different hormones, it's going to send a signal to your brain that change is happening, and you'll start to feel different. Again, find those quick jolts of inspiration, like something like this podcast or some other inspirational resource that is going to give you the kick in the booty and the pants that you need. Or get around those people, right? Get around those people who are not going to let you stay where you're at, who are not going to let you stay feeling stuck, who are not going to let you stay in the funk. And sometimes that happens. It's going to be the people that challenge you. It's going to be the people that call you up. It's going to be the people that maybe sometimes they have rubbed you the wrong way, or maybe sometimes you know that you get into their orbit and you're like, ooh, like I always am challenged around this person to like grow or to change my conversation or to think differently or to see from a higher perspective. And sometimes those people can be irritating. Sometimes those people can be a little itchy. Sometimes those people can call us out on our crap. But those are the people that if you want to grow, those are the people that you need to intentionally get around, because they're going to give you that new perspective. They're going to give you that different perspective. They're going to give you that new insight. They're going to call you up and out of where you have been. And you are also going to need to evolve and grow into the next level and into the next version of yourself to continue to stay around those people. And those are the people that you want to be around. Trust me. Those are the people that you want to be around. You know it. I know it. And so speaking of people to be around, if you are ready to up level, if you're ready for the challenge, if you are ready for the push, you are ready for the higher perspective on your business, you're ready for the power of proximity of getting around other powerful women who are not going to let you stay stuck in your business, and are not going to let you stay at the same level as you were in 2022, and you're ready to grow for 2023, then our Get Down to Business Mastermind is for you. Enrollment is currently open. We have a few spots left. We had our re-enrollment girls that are like back for another round because they had an incredible experience the first time. We had our early bird list that was open. We've got a couple spots left, and I want to challenge you to come join us. We've got our in-person as well as online. We meet in person, and then throughout the 90 days we also meet online, so you get to come in person, come hang out with me in our mastermind, as well as with other incredible women. You'll get all the dates and all that fun stuff. All you have to do is go to businessandbubbly.com/business. Okay, this is our Get Down to Business Mastermind. So businessandbubbly.com/business. You'll get all the info. You'll be able to take a look at the gist, at all the fun things that are included, the results that you're going to get. But if you are ready to be challenged, if you are ready to, if you want to say, okay, actually, I know I'm smart enough to know that when I set these goals now, the motivation, the feeling that I can conquer the world is going to leave. And I might need that accountability. I might need that challenge. I might need that kick in the pants or that new perspective. as I'm going on the journey. Because when we are in it, when we are in the journey, right, there's ups and there's downs, there's good days, there's bad days, there's days where we feel like we're gonna fail. There are days where we just flat out suck. And then there are awesome days and amazing days and we hit the goal, right? Like, it's both, and we need support along the ups and the downs. We need the accountability, especially on the downs. We need the new perspective, especially on the downs. And what I love about masterminds is that we also get to, right, it's not about like the guru and the head honcho in the room that is the know-all, end-all, be-all. No, because you have some really amazing perspective and tools and resources that can help other women in the room, right? There are things that you have learned along the way that you can also share with the other women in the room to help them on their down days and help them on the days where they feel funky and itchy and stuck. And maybe something that you have learned in your business, maybe some strategy or some mindset or a new perspective, or maybe it's a connection that you have that is going to be the exact thing that helps this other woman that's in the room. And that's what I love about masterminds. It's the collective. Like, it's different than just one-on-one coaching. It's different than just like working with one person, right? You're no longer the smartest person in the room, and it's a win-win for everyone because everyone gets to contribute, everyone gets to receive, everyone, right? It's all about the collective of the mind and the collection of minds that come together. And there's just, masterminds are just my favorite. They just are my favorite. So if you're ready to get in the room, if you are ready to, if you know that you're going to need the motivation as you level up, then head on over to businessandbubbly.com/business to join our business mastermind. This is our get down to business mastermind. You can join from anywhere. We also have our in-person event that you'll get to come to. And then throughout the 90 days, we are rocking and rolling online as well. Businessandbubbly.com/business. I'd love for you to grab one of these last spots that we have available, and we start soon. As always, cheers to your success, my friend, and I will see you next time.
Thank you so much for listening to the show. I hope it brought some value and some fun into your business and life. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast, and even share the episode with a fellow business bestie who you know will love it. It helps us continue to attract top-level guests and reach more and more women who are on their journey in business just like you. Remember that when money gets in the hands of good women, great things happen. Cheers to your success.